Welcome to the Surrey Experience.
Hey, what's up? That's it, bro. About to record the Surrey Experience, episode 56. Thought I'd drop a podcast before the shit show that is the holiday season. It's just been Christmas party after Christmas party, and on top of that, there's still the New Year's gong show coming up. You guys excited for the year 2020? I still don't understand why we call it 2020. Hasn't the Earth been around for like 4.3 billion years or something? I mean, technically speaking, it's like the year 4,300,000,000,2020, isn't it? So why the hell do we still refer to it as 2019? I hate when people say that. I was born in the year 1987. What are you, a fucking Neanderthal? Huh? You a dinosaur? The year 1987 was like 4 billion years ago, you moron. I can't remember the last time I got this high before a podcast. You probably wouldn't believe this considering, but 2019, or the year we refer to as 2019, is probably the least amount of weed I've ever smoked in my like post-puberty life. 2019 was for sure like the least amount I drank too. It was like my eat, pray, love year. But I'm a man, so instead of like going on vacation and banging some random dude by the ocean, I like work 7 days a week and I stopped boozing. And that's how I found myself. 2019 is probably like the least amount I shit on the ladies too, looking back at it. Fuck, I still got to finish off my Christmas shopping. I didn't want to leave it till the last minute, but I did, as always. I still got to buy like presents for like at least 10 people, you know. And how many people are going to buy me presents? If you guess 0, then you're right on the money. I'm sure my girl will like buy me a sweater or something, which is like hardly a gift. It's more of a slap in the face than anything. Essentially, she hates the way I dress, so she buys me clothes whenever there's a reason to like give someone something. She's not down with my like Surrey chic wardrobe, which is like jeans and a hoodie with a jacket, right? And then the hood of the hoodie is like sticking out of the jacket. All black too, except the jeans, which are blue, obviously. A total classic look, but not good enough apparently. And then my dad will like try to give me $50 for Christmas, and I'll refuse because I'm a man, you know. Back in the day, I'd be like, $50, gee, thanks, Dad. I'd spend it all on weed, but no longer. Don't feel bad for me, though, because I'm going to buy myself a Christmas present this year. I already know what I'm getting to. It was down to either steroids or mushrooms, and I think I'm going to go with mushrooms. I'm going to, like, grind them down into capsule form and microdose them. I've been, like, doing a lot of research on it. I wanted to get myself a self-help gift this year. Something that will, like, benefit me long term. That's my plan, but it's all good either way. Because Christmas came early for me this year. About like a week or two ago, I saw this clip on the internet, and it was of like the CBC and like global news showing the Surrey youth actually doing something positive. The mainstream media in Canada has been reporting on us for over 30 years, but this was the first time we actually came out of it looking like civilized. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. If you think I'm lying, I'll show you. I got proof.
The spirit of giving on full display at the Bollywood Banquet Hall in Surrey this afternoon. Scores of young volunteers have been helping out with a massive toy and food drive as part of the 4th annual Singhs Doing Things event. Donations will go to support the Surrey Food Bank, hospital and community organizations. Last year, the campaign produced the food bank's second biggest donation ever, more than 38,000 pounds of food and diapers.
You know, the youth get involved and it's showing something positive about the youth in Surrey. I know there's always so much that's been in the media about youth in Surrey and crime and violence. So we want to promote positivity and all the good work that youth do in Surrey.
Man, I almost teared up after hearing that shit. Do you understand how monumental that is for the CBC to cover that? CBC is like the Canadian equivalent of like CNN or BBC for all you Englandies out there. These cocksuckers have been covering us for the last 30 years. And that was the first time they actually like gave us a pat on the back. Man, what a moment. So basically all the kids from Surrey, they do like a food drive every year around like Christmas time. And this year, I think they shattered a bunch of like charitable records. So the fucking CBC had to report on it. Unbelievable. I just want to personally thank everyone that was involved in that. Like all the volunteers, the sponsors, the donors, the entire Singhs Doing Things organization. That's like the group that sets up the food drive. You guys are all angels, man. Not only are you going to feed the needy, but you made this old man's dream come true, and I can't thank you enough for it. The whole reason I started this podcast in the first place was for something like that to happen. And obviously all my attempts fail miserably because I'm a fucking moron, but that matters not. All that matters is that the fucking CBC had to tell the masses that not every Surrey kid is a menace to society. Some of them are actually decent. It still seems so surreal. Honestly, this feels like the dawn of a new era. Because there was like this crusade in the last 5 years in Surrey. Like a pushback against all the bullshit stereotypes that were in place against us. And by the end of the decade, we finally got some good publicity on the fucking CBC. I mean, what a time. I honestly believe there's going to be like a paradigm shift now. Watch. You're going to see like white girls dating turban guys way more now. Suburban white parents are going to be sending their kids to school in Surrey where they'll like actually learn some humanity. That's the best Christmas present I could have ever asked for. Dude, I've been walking around with my chest out all week, man, just waving at like randos. This is probably what it feels like to graduate. I feel like everything's finally come full circle. The goal I set out when I started this podcast has been achieved. The mission has been accomplished. I don't even know what the point of this podcast is anymore. I'm just pumped that the next generation of Surrey kids won't have to deal with all the negative stigmas that we had to deal with. Yeah, so thanks to everyone that made that happen. All the donors, all the volunteers, the sponsors, the fucking CBC, Global TV, the entire Singhs Doing Things organization, especially Chutney, who's like the face of that whole operation. He's like the Tom Brady of the food drive, you know. And he's also a dear friend of the podcast. Because of Chutney, the fucking CBC had to say something positive about us. That's about as legendary as it gets. That alone catapults Chutney into like an all-time great Surrey Jack, right? He was always one of the greatest Surrey Jacks of all time, but after pulling something like that off, he's for sure in my top 3 Surrey Jacks all time. Let's see, who's my top 3 Surrey Jacks? I got Chutney Nut in there for sure. DJ Intense, and probably like Jazzy B. That's my top 3 Surrey Jack list all time. Okay, anyways, maybe I should get to some of the podcast questions here. Okay, hold on. Okay, first question. Where'd it go? Okay. What's up, Bindi? Need your help with something. I got transferred to a new department within my company. I used to work with one of my homies, but now I work in an office with these 2 fat chicks, and all they do is harass me all day. They judge my clothing, they talk about my body, they ask me a bunch of personal questions about my sex life. It's nonstop harassment for 8 hours a day, and it started to piss me off. I'm at my tipping point. I'm either going to tell my manager that they're harassing me, or I'm going to quit. What do you think I should do? Tell your manager? What are you, a fucking tattletale? What's the matter with you? Just be a man and suck it up. Can't you just like switch back to your old department? Or is it too late to do that now? Oh, dude, you know what you could do? It'd be kind of evil, but fuck it. If there's only two of them, you could always like turn them against each other. Dude, this is what you do. Just start giving one of them like more attention than the other. Like whoever the less fatter girl is, just start giving her more attention. Start complimenting her and checking her out. You can even ask the more fatter one about the less fatter one's situation, like if she's single or not. That'll drive a wedge between them. Oh, dude, no, this is what you do. You buy coffee only for the less fatter chick and not the more fatter chick, right? And don't cheese out on it. Buy like a frappuccino or whatever fat chicks drink. Bro, if you buy one of the girls a frappuccino and not the other, by the end of your shift that day, those bitches will be trying to kill each other. And that way they'll hopefully like shut the fuck up and leave you alone. You just got to turn them against each other. But don't quit your job, you idiot. And don't tattletale. That goes against our religion. Okay, let me get to the next one. Online dating. Hey bro, love your podcast. I've heard you talk negatively about online dating before. I've been using it for the last year and I'd like to share my experiences with you. I've hooked up with 7 girls on Tinder/Bumble. I'm currently banging 3 of them at the same time. To be honest, it hasn't been perfect. There were a few girls that I met that were ugly and didn't look like their pictures. Some of the first meetups were really awkward and uncomfortable, but for the most part, it's been great. I've never had this many girls before, and my confidence is at an all-time high. Just curious why you're so against online dating. Not sure if there's something I'm missing. Look forward to your thoughts. I talk negatively about online dating? Dude, I don't even remember that. Bro, don't take anything I say on here seriously. I was probably just fucking around. If you're banging 3 girls at the same time, then keep doing that shit. All right? Who gives a fuck what I think? Whatever gets you to the dance, you do that. As long as everyone's cool and you're not leading anyone on, then keep Tindering it. As long as it's all consensual, like, fuck, who gives a fuck, man? You're not missing anything. The only thing you're missing out is you're wasting your time emailing me. You should be trying to, like, Tinder more chicks. I want to see higher numbers in 2020. Honestly, bro, I don't even remember talking shit about online dating. Whatever you got to do to get paid and get laid, I'm all for it. As long as it's legal and consensual, whatever it takes, man. Don't take my stupid ass theories to heart. Do whatever you got to do. All right? Okay, I'll do one more. This is going to be the last podcast question. All right. Dear Surrey Experience, I have a really shallow question, but I need a guy's opinion, and I know you're the only guy that will tell me the truth, and you'll keep this anonymous. I'm 3.5 months pregnant and starting to get a baby bump. I noticed that I'm getting a lot less looks from men. Even my husband doesn't look at me the same anymore, and I notice him checking out other girls way more now. Do men find women attractive if they are pregnant? I could understand if a woman is 8 months pregnant and about to blow, but what about a woman at my stage? P.S. You have a really soothing voice. Well, thank you. Yeah, that is a really shallow question. Yeah, I don't know about other guys, but anytime I see a pregnant chick, I run for the hills. Like, if I'm in a room and there's a pregnant woman in that room, I'll sit as like far away as humanly possible from them. I don't know why either. I don't think men see pregnant women as sex objects, even though they obviously had to have sex to get to that point. I can't speak for anyone else, but yeah, I don't find pregnant women attractive at all. Plus, it's like a respect thing, you know? That's like somebody's mother or soon to be mother. But yeah, I never understood that. Like when a woman's pregnant and all these other broads will be like, oh my God, isn't she glowing? It's like, no, dude, she looks like a fucking balloon. See? Now that's shallow. Yeah, I hate to like rain on your parade, sweetheart, but you probably won't be getting any looks from guys for at least like 7, 8 months. But on the bright side, you're going to have a baby, which congratulations on, by the way. Okay, I think that was a fitting ending to the show. Anyways, that's going to do it. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Happy holidays. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hey, if this is the last time you ever hear from me, I want to wish everyone good luck in their life. Take care of yourselves. Be careful. There's some really, really smart people out there, but there's also a lot of really, really stupid people out there. And that combination can lead certain people to like think a certain way about you. But regardless, chest out always. They can't touch us. Understand? Okay, well, that's it. This was the Surrey Experience podcast. And honestly, no bullshit. It's been a pleasure.